We're rolling and rolling.
Yeah.
So you're not well.
Me?
You're tired because of the hangover of
No, not really. I'm grand. Like I do be actually fine on him. Like once I get going, it takes like a fucking age to get. You're just like getting out of bed. Like I just.
We on? We're on.
So tired.
Let's
like.
podcast.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, let's podcast.
Yeah. You're so you're taking
Mike's comfortable
antihistamines.
anyway. He's got the shoes off. He's made himself at home.
I've taken the shoes off.
He's
You
got
know
the
what?
shoes off now. He's happy with them. The light
Yeah.
stuff.
And
I
What?
need to clarify. You're taking
What?
antihistamines to get to sleep at night time. I love the idea that what was stopping you getting to sleep is that you were sneezing yourself awake every so often like a dog.
well, do you know what? I did wake up coughing this morning. At one time at about 7, I was up kind of coughing, and then the window of my bedroom was open, and I got very cold, and I was like, oh jizz, I'm after leaving that open all night, and now I have pneumonia. That's what I thought in my head.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
pneumonia. Yeah, because the weather has turned.
The weather has turned.
Yeah, we're down
something
to
awful.
14
We're down to
degrees.
14 degrees now.
I'll give you pneumonia now.
Yeah.
14 degrees.
But I have empathy for Mike, you see, because the sleeping issue is, I have a serious issue with the
Are you a bad sleeper?
adrenaline.
What are you buzzing about?
Well,
You shouldn't be skydiving before
no,
bed.
it couldn't be even buzzing about good things. I could be buzzing about bad things.
Yeah.
The to-do list is very long.
I think they call that stress.
Yeah, stress.
That's a
Correct.
very positive spin on stress. Like,
Correct.
I'm absolutely buzzing about horrible stuff.
And actually now, isn't it funny now that we're sitting here in Edinburgh? The first time in my life that I went to a doctor for sleep tablets was in Edinburgh.
Oh, when was that?
I was sharing a house, and these were back in the days now when I was a young one, and I was doing a mixed bill, and I was sharing a house with Dara O'Brien and John Henderson.
Jesus.
I know one of them.
Yeah. Now, back in the day, nobody understood that this was a career.
Yeah.
So you see the way now, Vittorio there now in particular always impresses me with his drive and
Yes.
and how he's got a good business head and he knows where he's
Organisation,
going and
vision,
the confidence and
greed, lust for power.
all of this.
Yes.
Yeah, he has all of this.
Maniacal want to conquer and control.
I have
Dictatorial.
I have a bit of ambition, but no, I never got it. I never understood the industry because it wasn't really one.
Yeah,
But
it's
when
just a bunch of idiots fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not a
people
million
weren't
miles from
playing
that.
arenas. People weren't playing arenas.
no.
There was nobody making that kind of money. There was none of that, right? So people were drinking an awful lot more. People were drinking all night, every night.
Yeah.
I always left here on a stretcher. I remember going to the airport once from here the morning Princess Diana died. How long ago was that? I fell out of the gilded balloon at about 6 o'clock in the morning. Somebody said, Princess Diana's dead.
And you said, get me on a flight to Paris.
This is a bit of a come down. Anyway, I've really gone around the houses there. What I wanted to say was, in the middle of that run, because we'd be up all night, the boys, Dara and John, would be sleeping till 4 o'clock in the day.
Yeah.
I'd get into bed at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'd be awake at 10.
I know.
I can't. Yeah,
Like
I can't
this.
do the afternoon thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't sleep for more than 4 hours for a couple of weeks, and then you start to feel sick.
Like Thatcher.
Oh yeah.
So I'd say this is exhaustion, Mike.
Well, see now that was happening to me at the start of the Fringe, and then I started getting into a real just not sleeping at all cycle for a few days, and then I was going a bit mad.
Yeah,
and I was up on stage at night, and I was kind of forgetting where I was going, and I was.
So that's the Japanese torture. Don't let them sleep.
That's right.
It's torture.
It was Japanese torture. It was. I knew they were behind it.
You were being
but
tortured by Japanese
I was
people.
being tortured by
in
the Japanese.
Scotland.
Yeah.
I
Scottish
love
torture.
that David McSavage joke, and it is online, so I don't feel bad
Oh
spoiling
yeah,
it.
we don't care anymore. Anyway, I've lost all dignity and respect to other people's jokes.
Just take it.
The accents, the accents that mix well together, Scottish and Japanese, and then for about 3 minutes on stage he goes,
Very good, and I can see him doing it. Of
course he does.
yeah. For way too long.
Yeah.
For way too long.
Yeah.
And then beating himself up about it and having a nervous breakdown. I go, oh, why did I do that?
So yes. So then, anyway, I've been taking this antihistamine Klonopin or some fucking yoke that this little Scottish ferryman Christopher MacArthur Boyd, he's a little kind of potions master, and he has this little fucking lunchbox of fucking
Lunchbox
medication.
I know Christopher now. I'll be asking him immediately when I see him. What have you got?
Ask him and his.
What have you got for me, Christopher?
Him and his lover. Grace. They have they've got like a
She's
little.
not a partner now or a girlfriend. She's a lover.
She's a lover.
What's the distinction between
what
a
they're at in that
girlfriend?
apartment isn't right.
Oh, have you been there?
You'd hear the noise, the banging of the pots and the asher they're
Are
making.
you sharing with them?
Huh?
Are you
No,
sharing?
they're in the apartment next
Oh
door.
my God, they're really giving it a
But
hammer
you'd
and
be
tongs.
hearing clawing at the walls and kind of like pig noises and oinking at asher.
Well, that'll be whatever's in that box, I'd say.
Yeah,
That's
that'll
right.
be the medicine box.
There's
yeah.
some kind
That'll
of
be
a
the medicine box.
pagan kind of unnatural goings on in there. Do you know what I mean? They're sacrificing lambs to
It's
the
like the
gods.
end of Animal Farm.
Yeah.
Do you suddenly feel like you're not living at all? I
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
You
Why
ask
should I be
yourself,
doing that?
then you think to yourself, sure, I'm not living the Vida Loca at all
No,
in here.
exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Correct.
I'm living the Vita Bourne.
I'm
No,
living
well,
Vida Loca.
you've got a hangover from an antihistamine.
But I'm just a hangover. That's right.
I had a mad one last night.
Oh, the mad one.
Two
I can't get
curtains.
up. I can't get up from the clonopin. You know?
I was on the lamp sips the night before.
Yeah, but we have, because in our
The lemon sips will kill you.
the lemon sips actually can.
I don't like that.
They, sometimes they don't sit well down.
Not on the stomach.
And people
Very
don't
hard.
talk about that. You never hear the rock stars talking about how the lemon sips can
We're
upset your
telling,
stomach.
we're talking about the stuff that the mainstream media won't talk about.
Won't talk
Oh,
about.
Vittorio, you're just giving a little straight down the lens
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
You
yeah,
always
yeah.
caught that.
Well, this
a
is-
little straight down the lens, just at the punches.
You
You
gotta
weren't
do a
keeping
little
up.
flea bag down the barrel every so
yeah.
often.
I like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bit. I like a bit
Break
of down
the
the
fourth
barrel.
wall.
A little Malcolm in the middle.
That's right. We're very
Interesting.
theatrically
I'm watching and
literate
learning.
and savvy here, and we're using all modes of communication.
I wouldn't be here
Yeah.
if I didn't believe that.
This podcast used to be directed by David Lynch, you see.
Yeah,
Poor David, did you kill him?
Yeah, he couldn't put up with us.
yeah.
Fucking
He wanted
David
more.
said,
He wanted
I'm
more
at the
money.
limit of everything I can do now. These
Yeah.
two have finished me off.
Yeah. But so in our house out to minute, I don't know, Dee, if you're a woman now who'd have a close connection now with the moon or any of that stuff, would you?
No.
Because you seem.
Well, I was just about to say this. You've one man with a lunchbox full of pills for you, and then another fella giving you crystals to help you.
But so Dan
I'd
Tiernan.
like a bit of all that now.
Yes.
I'd take anything I was given.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Look, Dee, listen, I got to tell you now. There's a fella in my flat, Dan Tiernan, and I don't know if you've met Dan. He's kind of, he's a.
Dan's a comic, I presume.
Yes, a hairy
Irish?
northern lunatic.
He's Manchester Irish.
Yeah,
His family are Irish.
He'd
Oh,
be
the Manchester Irish accent. Has he got one of them?
He's got the northern accent.
Yeah,
and if
he's
you
got a-
took a look at him now, you could see now somewhere along the line now he was on a mountain in Clare.
Yeah.
You know
a
what I mean?
cousin of the Gallaghers, would we say?
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
yeah,
A
yeah.
cousin.
And
A cousin.
yes,
He'd been in and out helping them with the songs.
that's
and all
exactly
that.
right.
Yeah, I think he wrote Champion Supernova.
Probably.
He had some input, but he's gotten into now. He's kind of like Crystal Christ in a way. Like
He's a fucking snake oil salesman. He's indoctrinating all of you sweet,
Yes.
gullible idiots to his crystal
into
cult.
crystals.
Homeopathy, is it?
Yeah, and he has these big. He's got
It's
like
not even homeopathy. It's magic. They believe in magic.
There's no science behind the crystals, lads.
No.
There's no science in that.
But we're not talking about science, Steve. We're talking about the astral realm, the world of
Yeah, the moon and all
Do you know
that
the
crack.
moon, the forces of the
He's going
universe?
up Arthur's seat to charge crystals by the moon.
Yeah.
What else is he taking? Is he?
Well, he is taking
Because
quite a lot of
there's something-
ketamine as well.
You don't go up to Arthur's seat to charge crystals unless you're on something. Do you know
Well,
what I
no,
mean?
Dan's on everything. He would be on
Right,
everything.
right,
But these
okay.
crystals, I've got one of the crystals now, which is called a rose quartz. It's a big
Oh,
pink
yeah.
crystal.
They're lovely, very attractive. Yeah.
Oh God, what it's done for me, dude.
What has it done? Is it not putting you to sleep, though, Mike?
Well, no, it has helped me with the sleep because that helped me
Wow.
source. Because I asked the rose quartz. You have to ask these stones things. You have to have kind of a little
I think
kind
I
of.
remember you having a bit about talking to stones.
Oh, I do. I
Did you?
had a gratitude stone, and look.
It's a gratitude stone.
This is a new stone I have, and this is a new stone.
Stones in his pockets.
I have stones in my
Literally,
pockets.
Naturally
stones in his
stones in his
pockets.
pockets.
That's the definition now.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember there's a Samuel Beckett book? I think it's Malloy or Malone or one of them. But his character
It's
is just
Malloy,
a fella
yeah.
walking down this road. He's basically dying, but walking down these roads in rural Ireland, and he has like 4 different pockets, and in each pocket he has stones that are in a different stage of being sucked on. So in this pocket here, the stones are completely smooth for how much he sucked on them. Then in here, they're fresh stones. Then up here's a half sucked stone. Here's a quarter sucked stone. And he has them all around. And I thought to myself, reading that, I'd like to get to a stage where I've got 4 different stages of sucked stones in my pockets.
Yeah, I'd like to get to a stage where I'm reading Beckett.
Sure, ye thick fuckers wouldn't. He wouldn't get it. He wouldn't get
He's
it.
reading Beckett. I've underestimated Mike.
Beckett was writing Beckett was almost certainly writing this story about sort of the futility of existence and the sort of keeping ourselves busy with like just mundane little things and the ceremony of it and the ritual of it. I doubt what he was hoping is that people would read it and go, geez, I'd love to be sucking on stones.
I'll fill my pockets with stones now. And now you have a blue one and you have a rose quartz one.
And I've my rose quartz. So this little blue one now, this is for manifestation, Dee. So this is kind of, this will be now, I say in my head now, I could say before this podcast now, oh Jesus, we'll have a great podcast with Dee now, will we, Stone? What do you think? And then the stone will kind of nod his head, we will, yeah.
The stone will nod its head.
And then the stone will kind of go up to the moon and say, hey, listen now, Mike's after putting in a request here. Will you get on to Deirdre O'Kane there now, tell her to be in good form? And then the moon will kind of get on to you. And then you'll come in like you have, in good form, and we'll have a great time. Yeah. And this is kind of the way the thing works. So I've that in my pocket now, and I had that in my pocket on stage last night, and sure, no one can get to me in the audience once I've that on me. Do you know what I mean?
Now, have you created new superstitions for yourself now? If you're going on stage and you forget your stone, are you going to die on your arse?
Well, see, Dee, this is the thing. I've driven myself cracked now again. Yeah. And this happened to me a few years ago, and I had to break up with a stone that I was after getting into. I'm not joking. I had to break up with this stone. I got into a fierce...
How did the stone take it?
Oh, sure, the stone was fairly stoked about it, but kind of took it in stride, it seemed. But sure, the stone wouldn't let on whether it was upset or not. But I got in a stage where I was at this show in Cork. I was headlining the Wonky Donkey, it was called. It was a new club down there. A fella, Mike Morgan,
gorgeous venue,
was running.
Yes,
it was a nice venue.
Check it out.
The Wonky Donkey. D, you haven't lived till you've treaded the boards of the Wonky Donkey. Well, it's since been discontinued. The Wonky Donkey, kind of like a comet, shone brightly, but for a short amount of time. But I went down and I had this ritual with my stone at the time where I would, before a gig, I would say, come here now, thank you for having a good gig, Stone. And you thank it for things you want in the future, you see, as well as for things you already have. And so I thank it, and then you go on, you'd have a great time because your Stone would have sorted it all for you. And then one gig I was doing in Cork, and like that, I couldn't find my stone. I nearly had a mental breakdown. I started roving the streets of Cork looking for a new stone, and then I pick up stones.
That's not the same, because it's not the same stone.
No, and I'd pick up stones. I'm like, sure, you're just a fucking stone. You don't know anything. And I throw it away. And I came back and I had a bad gig because I just driven myself balubas, And then afterwards, I was like, right, I need to get out of this.
But you've learned your lesson now, so you're not going to get over attached to these stones.
No, after Edinburgh, I'm going to have to. There'll be a heartbreak. I have to let them go.
This will be great training for you when you finally have children and you have to get rid of things like soothers and diapers. Because that's what you do. You say, now we'll all say goodbye to the soothers, and you stick balloons to them and you send them off to the moon.
You're going to have to get rid of the children.
Well, no.
Mike can't do a gig without his wee toddler on stage. Thank you for the good gig.
Now we're going to have to lose you. Go on out into the streets. There's good people out there, and they'll find you, and somebody else will raise you, and it'll all be grand.
Fuck's sake.
God, we've gone full Beckett here now.
I know, lads.
It is a Beckettian podcast.
That's great, though.
Just talk about absolutely nothing for as long as possible.
Sure, isn't that what a pod is?
Yeah.
Well, it is. Yeah. It's sheer and utter smoke and mirrors. Time wasting.
Waiting for Podo.
No, that's not bad, is it? No, that's not bad, is it?
That's not bad.
That's why he makes the big money.
Waiting for Podo.
Yeah.
Go on, Vittorio.
Well done.
Little pun meister.
Yep. And he hasn't read a lick of Beckett, sure he wouldn't get it at all.
Not an Forgado in London.
No.
Who's reading Beckett? You're only
Mike
reading
Rice. You wouldn't get it. Sure, you're people. You're two.
No, I would read it if I was going to be in a Beckett production of something, I would read it.
If
I-
there was
waiting for
money
Godot.
involved, O'Kane.
yeah, basically.
If you were getting a shilling, O'Kane.
yeah, if I had to, but I don't think I want to be in a production.
A
Beckett.
greasy
Do you?
little
Would you
paw
like
for a
to?
grubby little
Would you like
pound.
to do a bit of
I'd
Beckett?
love to do
Me?
Godot.
You two.
I'd love to.
The two of you.
With the, perfect casting
Yes.
for Godot.
You should do Godot.
For waiting for Godot, the
100%.
Beckett
Instead of a
play.
live podcast, too,
Yes.
all these shysters going around fucking
Now-
chatting shit doing their podcast live, we do Beckett plays.
It's amazing. It is a.
People would be very upset.
Well, they would.
They would.
Well, I went
It's
to see
not for
Godot in
everyone.
London and it was shite. They didn't, the English people doing it didn't understand it, I don't
Well, I
think.
went to see Frankie Boyle doing it.
Frankie Boyle.
Who was
Frankie
he doing
Boyle.
it
He
with?
was doing it with. Now here we go.
Russell
Deirdre and the
Howard.
names. Deirdre and the names. No, the Irish actor Robbie Sheehan.
Oh, Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie and Frankie. Yeah,
And Rob-
Frankie. They were both brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But
God.
Frankie was particularly impressive because I hadn't seen him.
Well,
acting
he'd be
before.
good for an old boring Beckett play. You know,
An
just
old
sitting
boring
there.
Beckett play.
Well, that's the point of written for Godot.
But I don't think you should
Nothing
do Godot
happens-
because that's not going to sell it now.
Nothing happens twice. That's waiting for Godot.
Nothing happens twice.
Yeah. Act 1, nothing happens. Act 2, nothing happens again.
Yeah, there's a lot of waiting around. It is literally waiting for Godot. Yeah.
Dee, are you, because obviously stand up, you're both a very accomplished actress and a very accomplished stand up. Now, this is
Nicely said,
it's beautiful journalism by Mike. But you're a brilliant actress. And sure, I remember growing up, I would see Dee and Paths to Freedom was a great Irish show that you were on.
There's a lot of people quote Paths to Freedom from me,
Yes.
of your generation
Yes.
in particular, Mike.
Yes.
Is it because of one particular scene?
Well, no, I mean, I'm just thinking of all
because I get a lot of people still stopping me.
what's the scene that people say to you?
There's an episode of that where I take my shirt off and I'm talking to the crew and I've lost the fucking plot and I'm going, anybody want to fuck me? Basically takes the shirt off. She's lost her shit. But there's a generation of people who say to me, oh,
You were an awakening for a lot of people.
Paths to Freedom.
Oh, so they say it in a kind of a lustful, longing way.
It's a specific thing.
Well, I will.
As is intermission. There's
And
a moment-
intermission.
Get these
two
poor young
moments.
fellas at your shows.
Well,
Yeah.
Dee, sure you
Let's
were
not go
like
there. Let's just not go.
because there was something about the posh character that you were playing, that yummy mummy kind of wine drinking. I think it did drive a lot of people cracked.
I did, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It did, yeah.
There's a lot of
It
people in
had
the
an
Irish
impact.
countryside
Had an
rubbing up against gates and kind of trying to douse themselves in slurry just to get the horn off them with that. You really kind of caused a stir. You upset people.
It was a moral
caused a stir.
disturbance.
Yeah, it was a moral disturbance.
It was a moral
Dee.
disturbance.
It caused a moral
It was
disturbance.
because I think they were watching with their parents.
Yeah.
It was
Ah,
unexpected.
yeah.
It was like, oh, what's happening now?
It was, and
oh,
then-
Jesus, she's taking her shirt off. Oh, fuck. we
And the
didn't expect
father
that.
was gnawing at the curtains and everyone was gone a bit spare.
Yeah.
Even the
There's-
mother was kind of...
Did I tell you? I've told this in my own pod, but when I was living in...
Sure, nobody listens to that. Fucking say it again.
Thank you. Anyway,
Don't take that, Dee. From a little North. He doesn't even live in Ireland. He's not even Irish. And you're going to take that shite from
Mike,
him?
you don't live in Ireland. You live in London.
Ah, shut up. Shut up. My mind and my heart resides in the Emerald Isle.
when that show aired,
Yes.
I was living just off North Circular Road in Dublin, and so you didn't have, nothing was going on the phone. Like you wouldn't have been sending a clip of that now. Nothing was going around. Thank
Yeah.
God, because that would have been a moment that
A
would have
viral
gone
hit.
around, right? So
viral
that
hit.
didn't happen.
Yes.
But I was kind of fucking mortified the next day. I was going, oh, jeez, I better keep the head down. I left my front door. There was just a little walkway out to the gate, and I had the head down. And my neighbour was an alpha from Tipperary. And I just heard as I got to the gate, oh, you were in flying form on the telly. You were in flying form on the telly last night, Deirdre. He said, and I was hadn't got to the gate. Hadn't got to the
Not
gate.
even in public space
Not
yet.
even
On
in
your
a-
own land.
on my own land.
Yeah. What I love about that is the idea of flying form.
Flying form.
Yeah.
Doesn't that cover everything?
Yeah.
Does it? Oh, you were in flying form.
You're
yeah.
in flying form.
There's sort of an implication that
Taking your
that
kit
it's-
off and everything for the whole country.
Like, there's an implication that it wasn't in the script, that just you had
Yeah.
just taken it upon yourself Jesus, you went cracked there last night.
Deirdre,
And also, there's an
she set
implication.
herself free. She set herself free.
There's an implication that it was recorded live, as if you had done that last night.
Yes, like it wasn't in the script. It wasn't. I wasn't paid. It was just.
But I think there is a part of, and I think we've lost it now because of there's been so many behind the scenes things and social media and people being like, we're on set and everything. I think there was more of a time where there was the belief, there was a suspension of disbelief watching things, and you kind of, I think kind of a lot of people did think, Jesus, Deirdre there last night took the top off, and sure, Jesus, she could have got pneumonia, but sure, it was great to see all the same. I think people didn't really.
Everyone's a bit more behind the curtain nowadays
because of podcasts and so much stuff.
As you said, the fourth wall is broken.
It's fucked.
Because we're doing all this crack. So now they know us very well.
There's no mistakes to us.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, there's not. We can't be Daniel Day-Lewis anymore.
No.
Even if you had those aspirations.
Seriously.
That's over. That's all over, yeah. People do be saying to me, would you run for president? I don't think so, lads. I'm effing and blinding every other day of the week.
You against McGregor.
It's hilarious. People, isn't it funny though? A lot of people say to me, would you not think about being president? Like,
Deirdre,
what world are you?
Do you know why I think?
Is this?
Because I think in people's minds, and I'll say this for myself, we kind of put Mary Robinson, Deirdre O'Kane, and we'd put she kind of in our minds. That's what I think in my mind.
Because I did the Mary Robinson impression for years, and the wig and all.
And
I even brought it back for LOL. Do you remember? Did either of you watch Last One Laughing?
I did, He didn't bother.
He didn't bother.
He wouldn't bother his whole to support other Irish comedians.
I'm surprised you weren't trying to get on to the next one. It's very well paid.
What, the Irish one?
No, the English one.
Oh, I was trying to get on the English one.
Oh, you still didn't bother your whole to watch the Irish one, even as a bit of research. Oh
you scum. He's just. This is it. He has no respect for man or beast.
It's the confidence of Vittorio that I can't get over. I'm like, that's not Irish.
It's not Irish.
We're not born with that. And it's Italian, obviously.
There's an Italian. It's the Italianness.
He has something else in him.
That's right.
That is not normal.
No, it's not normal, and it's not right.
No, I don't like it.
It doesn't feel good.
It does actually.
No,
it does feel good. I would like some of it.
No, if you were him, it feels good, but to be around it is frightening. Do you know what I mean? To be beside it.
Is it not rubbing off on you, Mike, now?
Probably a bit.
I could be like
one
one of
rub
your.
off on me a bit.
I could be like one of your. I could be like one of your stones. I could be like one of your stones.
Well, you've got about as much emotional range as one. And that's the truth. I could sit the two of you down beside each other. After a while, they wouldn't tell you apart. Look at that. It's uncanny.
In fairness, the sweater now and the colouring is.
They're wearing the same
my
colour.
is off.
Where did we go to there now?
But what was I going to say to you, so I think if you ran for president, because I do think that people look at you as a moral guide. Like if I wanted to know what should we do as a country, I say, well, sure, fucking ask O'Kane. She'll fucking know.
Yeah.
You do seem like a woman with extremely good common sense. Do you know what I mean?
I do, there'll be no follow through. I have no patience and I swear an awful lot. But I would be saying, will you fix the fucking housing problem? Like, come on!
Yes.
I'd be good at
This
that.
is it.
But I
That's
wouldn't
good.
have
but
the
the
ideas.
president doesn't have to do anything. Do you know what I mean? You just have to open the odd supermarket and you can say well done to a child's poem, but then you can just rant and rave at the politicians that actually have to do stuff. I think this could be well suited to you.
Yeah, it's a retirement job. I'll think about it later.
It's nice that Ireland has that. Just a little job for an old fella to walk around and cut ribbons.
It's very coveted. It's a lovely house.
Yeah.
Lovely salary.
Gorgeous little house. Did it feel... What?
Little house.
Well, sure, it is big, really.
It's modelled on the White House.
An old
it's the
bungalow.
same. It's modelled on the White House. Same architect.
That's the one in Phoenix Park.
In the Phoenix Park. Yeah.
But so when I was growing up when I was younger, when Mary Robinson was president. See, I grew up when I was younger.
I was growing up when I was younger.
But see, a lot of people tend to do it when they're older. But I grew up very young.
Yeah. And in fairness, you're still growing up. You're still growing up.
I'm doing my best.
But aren't we all?
We are.
Aren't we all?
I don't think it ever ends. Would you stop sneering over there?
He's
such a little bollocks. He'd sicken you. He'd sicken your old
Yeah, he would. You're the perfect match.
And you sit here beside him to hold him. All he does is sneer and count his money. Now listen, you'll see him now a few times throughout. He'll just take a little look at his bank account. You'll see now. Watch him throughout. He'll take a little look and a little smile will crawl across his nasty little face. You'll see it now. He'll be like, oh, that's after going up again. God, anyway. So Anyway, but when I was growing up, when I was younger, I did. Didn't it seem like Mary Robinson, when she was president of Ireland, I thought, now that's a very important role, and she's the Queen of Ireland, and she's great. And then as time has gone on, it seems to people are like, sure, who gives a shite about the president, really? Even though we like Michael D. Higgins, but
we like Michael.
It seemed Robinson, that was cutting edge.
Yeah, she elevated the position.
It seemed to me she did.
Well, she did. There was nothing going on before that.
No.
Yeah, she had a bit of statesmanship. She elevated the whole thing. She was fabulous. And then the next Mary was equally fabulous. Marguerite. She was fabulous.
She was a great woman as well. Yeah. But
do you know what's happened now?
What?
They've run out of people. So it's like all the good. We had a bit of class. There was a bit of style there. Brains.
Yeah.
Well, the Marys were very smart.
They were the Marys. God bless them.
And Michael's very smart.
Yeah, he's very poetry focused, I think.
And they're all qualified.
Yes.
They're all qualified. Now, just even people are saying, what about Deirdre? Okay, that's like, no, lads, you're not getting it. You're not understanding.
But of the candidates,
she's not qualified. She's not statesmanlike. She's effing and blind on the stage every night of the week saying all kinds of things.
We need a bit of that, though.
It's not appropriate. But we are running out. There's people going, Conor McGregor's going to run for it. And who else?
It's Hugh McGregor or Donald
No, Michael
O'Callaghan.
Flatley's the latest.
Flatley's in.
He's thrown his hat in the ring now.
Yes. And remember, do you remember?
What do we think of that?
How did he do that? He never moves his arms.
Yeah. Well, Flatley.
He does a bit of.
Oh yeah, it's
Flatley's
true.
Side entrance.
Flatley's thrown a lot of shit at the wall recently now. He's gone a bit cracked. He's kind of danced himself into a kind of mental illness. And tap dancing that long is going to wreak havoc on the nerves.
We could send him a few stones.
I'd say a few stones could straighten out Flatley.
Stones in his pockets would help him.
That's right.
Because they'd be flying all over the place if he zips on the pockets.
Ironically, I was an Irish dancer when I was a child. Quite a good one. And my mother, who's from the north, as you know, Vittorio, hence I think, there's always a spark with the northerners.
There's a kinship there.
There's a kinship.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, I couldn't keep my hands straight because I actually have a tic, which is like, I get excited, the hands are going, I just move. Yeah. My mother used to give me the weights off the top of the pressure cooker. There was a pressure cooker that had a little weight on the top of it.
Yeah, to keep the lid on.
Anymore. One of them in each hand. Sure, that's like stones in your pockets. I was dancing around the kitchen with the weights in the hands
and
to keep my hands down, like a little Nazi. Hands down, legs up, like the image of it.
Nazi.
Well, that's one of the hands down and the legs up. Isn't that what it's like?
Goose stepping.
Well, it's a bit like that, isn't it?
I don't like Irish dancing when they're too strict with their arms. I like a little bit of
the Shanos is much better. They're meant to have your arms free, floating around. So that was all repression. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your fucking hands to yourself. That's what that was about.
Do you think it's because some of the Irish dancers were grabbing at each other? Is that what it was? And they had to keep hands by their sides?
Well, maybe there was the odd.
And that's why the dresses are so.
I just think it was too much. Dancing. As we say, as Kyla was saying on her show the other day, dancing for the Spanish and the Italians is a part of their. It's connected to sex. It's a part of their culture. They're free. Are we free? Were we free? Were we allowed to dance properly? Fuck no. Keep your hands down by your sides. You can move your feet. Now, what's that going to do for you?
Well, sure, it's a gateway. Dancing will be a gateway drug to filth and impure thinking.
With a bit of luck, yes.
With a bit of luck, yeah. Well, that's what we'd be thinking. But I guess it was, when you think about it.
Keep your hands down by your side for dance.
It's crazy.
It doesn't make sense.
It is a little. I think often what it might be is this Irish sort of like uncertainty and awkwardness of like, do you ever be dancing like out and about, and I don't really know what to do with my hands if I don't have a drink in either one.
No, we're not born for the dancing.
But this is maybe it's
even
just a
if you can
solution
dance. I've got rhythm. I can dance. I did very well. I did Dancing with the Stars.
You did, and you were fantastic,
but
Deirdre.
I was tormented with the moving of the arms.
Yeah.
I got anything. I could pick up anything on my feet.
Right.
But the arms. But maybe that's just an excuse of Irish people.
Yeah.
Like one day an Irish person was dancing and moving their arms and someone went, what are you doing with your arms? And you went, all right, nobody's allowed to move their arms anymore. Fuck off. Just for so there's no awkwardness. It's against the rules. Sorry. Can't move them. Fuck you.
Yeah. And then if the arms are by the side, no one's been fingered. And that's a fact.
Well, that's it now. I think we've come to the I think Mike's
now we're getting to the reason.
But I think that
nobody fingered in Ireland. Keep your hands down by your sides. There'll be no fingering here. That's what
But
happened.
I think that's it. If I can see your arm, your hands,
Yeah.
and then I know for a fact you're not fingering.
Yeah, there'll be no tangos happening here.
No fucking
None of
way.
that. Carry
Dancing in a
on.
straitjacket. Just
Yeah. Well,
I
that's
did-
what you were doing, dancing in a straitjacket.
I went salsa
Whereas other
dancing.
countries, they dance in a gay jacket.
in a gay jacket. Now, that's
Don't
a
try
new
to
no
under-
for you.
don't
and you
try
know
to
it.
don't try to understand them, B. Don't try to
That's
understand.
the kind of thing that comes into your head and you leave it there in
And
your
you
head.
leave it there at the
Nothing gets
back.
left. Nothing gets left.
Fair
I'm
play to
swinging
you.
for
That's
everything.
the confidence, you
I'm
see.
swinging
That's
for
the confidence
everything.
I couldn't
That's
have.
the confidence of a
Yeah.
man who hasn't hit
Yeah.
30 and is a
You
millionaire.
haven't hit 30 yet.
No.
Oh,
and he's worth
God.
millions upon millions, Deirdre. The man just bought a new property in Bangladesh. He started buying up property. The man has lost his mind. He's a tycoon. He's a tyrant.
Well, I know he's got a band on stage
Yeah.
with him, and I thought, who can afford to have a band on
Dennis
stage?
O'Brien,
Not me.
JP McManus, Dennis O'Brien, Angelone. The three big power brokers, financial power brokers in Ireland today.
Yeah, well,
Fact.
we'll stay close to him then. and hope
Thugs,
for the best.
tyrants, capitalists.
I'll let you live in the house in Phoenix Park.
Huh?
I'll let you live in the house in Phoenix Park.
I'd love that. A little shed, a little kind of a doghouse for me down the back and feed me sausages in a little fucking bowl
Like
with
Michael
milk.
D's big dog.
I'd love that.
And new stones for your pockets.
All I'd need is a few new stones and a few sausages in the
Yeah.
morning, and then that'll be me
That'll be
fucking
set.
fed, watered, and sheltered, and I'd be happy out.
But you're not into the crystals and the bits and bobs and stones.
No,
and the
I have nothing against them. I'm all for anything that, if it works in your head.
But this is it. This
You know,
way
that's a bit like religion.
you're practical.
I'm not interested in religion, but you know what?
If it helps.
works for you, look,
Yeah.
knock yourself out.
I'm a very functional philosophy. Whatever the fuck works for
Well,
you. 'Cause
whatever
it's all
gets
shite.
you through the day.
It's all shite.
Whatever gets you through the day I appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking about Michael Flatley there, and Flatley, of course, would he have been when he came out first? Would you have thought Flatley's gorgeous now? Would you have
Never.
thought?
Never.
No.
It wouldn't have been for me. No.
We're never
Wouldn't
a
have been your
Flatley
cup of
woman.
tea.
No.
Just 'cause he's so-
Jesus, do you know me at all?
But because he's too much of an idiot, you'd need someone who's not an idiot.
Yeah.
Kind of. Do you know?
In a word.
In a word, he's a bit
In
of an
a
idiot.
word, yeah.
Now, recently, Flatley has, I don't know if you saw it, he's decided to be a movie star for a minute. He made a movie called Blackbird.
I know. I believe it was hilarious.
And
I
he-
didn't see. Did you see it?
I haven't seen it. I am going to watch
I
it.
kind of regret that I didn't watch it because people said it was so bad. It was hilarious. And
Well-
I'd say if you were stoned with a few of your stones,
Yes.
you'd really enjoy that.
If you'd had a few
That would be
stones.
crack to watch now. We should have a little Blackbird
little-
party. Is
a
that what it's
viewing
called?
A Blackbird viewing
Is it called
party.
Blackbird?
Blackbird, yes.
Yeah, a party.
A party.
And what's the
Stones in
film
our
about?
pockets.
Because I only know him as like fella that dances.
Yes, it's about Michael Flatley being a big massive idiot. Is
It was
basically the
up
movie.
there with. Do you remember Mountain Time became
Oh yes, yeah. That
a bit of a
shitest
laughing
of
stock?
shite.
Did you watch that?
No, I saw the trailer and went, I know what's happening here.
Yeah, I was in the play version of it, would you believe? And I thought the writing was amazing.
Yeah.
And I still haven't watched the film, but the
The
play
Wild Mountain Time.
Wild Mountain Time was originally a play called Outside Mullingar,
Right.
written by a man. Now here goes Deirdre with the names. Very famous writer. He wrote. You remember the movie that Cher won the Oscar for, Moonstruck?
Oh, yes.
He wrote that.
Oh. So he's no idiot.
Oh, he's no age.
Yeah.
The play
We
is
have a
absolutely.
man with Kugel over here.
Yeah, if we look
Young
that up
Lung.
now, we'll get
Could
his name.
Young
Anyway,
Lung.
it's absolutely brilliant.
Outside Mullingar.
Outside Mullingar. It just should never have been made into a movie. Like
Right.
it's
Yeah.
there's a touch of Beckett off the ending, and it's quite mad. And there's no way you're going to buy into it.
Yeah.
John Patrick Shanley,
Here we go.
Good man, Shanley.
bit of a genius. What
Yeah.
else did he write there?
Young Lung, come on. You don't, he gets out one thing and then he's like, oh, I'm finished work for the day. Would you fucking get your finger out? He's there to shout at. If you have any frustrations to get out, abuse Young Lung.
Yeah, okay.
Thou Wild Mountain Time, Joe versus the Volcano.
Joe versus the Volcano. Do you remember that?
That sounds like one of the worst films of all time.
No, it was a huge
Why?
hit. It was a huge hit.
Joe versus the volcano.
A man fighting a volcano. Now that's a bit of courage. Any man could fight another man. It takes a brave man to say, "Look at that volcano! I'll knock the head off you."
Roger
you cunt."
O'Sullivan's dad won't be going to see it.
No.
Saw that show yesterday on your recommendation.
Gorgeous.
Very, very,
So
very good.
Amazing.
Lovely. Really.
It was lovely.
It was
Shout out to
lovely.
Roger O'Sullivan. Unbelievable
Yeah.
work.
His dad won't be going to see Joe versus the volcano. Not based on a real story.
He only goes to see based on a true story stuff.
But Roger, his show, go see that. Roger has been on the pod. If you want to have a listen to the pod he was on, that was a great one. Sure, we'll have him on again soon.
We
God
will.
bless us and save us. Now, back to O'Kane. Listen to
Yeah,
this
we're
now.
getting very sidetracked.
Because I'm a journalist and this is why I'm so good, because I'll grab it and I'll bring it back.
We're
Now,
good at the bringing back.
huh? Yeah.
You were, yeah,
And
no,
do you
I'm
remember
watching you working there.
We
Mike.
first were this laddie's away and all he's doing just how much now? Oh, the interest has gone up. Listen, so
It's actually gone down recently.
has it gone down? I see. He would know. He would know. Little fucking. He's closer to a calculator than a human being. He's fucking made by Casio. The
I'm an
cunt.
abacus.
Yes. When the first times I met Judy, we actually went to see Riverdance. Do you remember that?
No.
What?
We went to see Riverdance.
Well, I was with Johnny Nolan.
I have no memory of this. I was with you.
Yes, you do have a memory of this, D. I know you do.
We'll keep going.
No,
I'll see if
so
that clicks
because it was after you were doing Dancing with the Stars, and then you were all going to see Riverdance, and I was with John Edward Nolan.
Why? Why were we going to see
Because it
Riverdance?
was on. Sure, why does a man?
Sorry. It was the 25th anniversary,
Yes.
massive thing down in the 3 Arena. We were all invited.
Well,
Did I meet you at that?
Or it was in the Gaiety, yeah.
No,
and then
no, that's a Gaiety.
it was D. I was there. D, why are you denying it?
Okay, we're talking about a different night then. Different night. Go on.
But I
anyway.
went with John Edward Nolan because my good friend was Dee's dance partner.
Who's John Edward Nolan?
Did you go to school together?
we
grow
did.
up? You grew
Yeah,
up together.
we grew up together.
John was my dance partner
This is the
in Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
just
This is
to
the one
make-
who won Dancing with the Stars.
Yes,
he won it
but
with
not
Mairead
with
Farrell,
me.
not with
Do
O'Kane.
you agree that the dancers shouldn't celebrate winning Dancing with the Stars? It's about the people that aren't dancers. That's who the show is about.
This is the most ridiculous thing because I said one
I
time.
don't even understand your question.
I just have a very Roy Keane approach to you're a dancer.
You
That's
mean
your
the
job.
professionals shouldn't celebrate winning?
That's your job.
Well, I know in England they're paid. The winner gets an extra 20 grand or something. So you'll be celebrating that.
Tell you what.
Listen,
Yeah.
apparently.
There's not a
That-
load of
that-
money in
that
ballroom
doesn't-
dancing, I wouldn't imagine.
No, there isn't. It's hard to get a job.
Listen to me right now. This is one of his worst takes of all time because I was saying that John Edward Nolan won it with Mairead Farrell at the time.
Yeah.
I was like,
Sure,
"Grand,
listen,
yeah, of course you're a good dancer.
he did his best
Yeah.
with
You're
you,
a
But
dancer.
okay?
the best out of all the other
Yeah.
12 professionals.
But it's,
You've won
it's
it.
more about the other person.
Yeah, but you've taken your little rookie celeb
Yeah.
and you've dragged them through and you've fucking killed them because it's hard and
Yeah.
you've
like
won the
Mickey
thing.
and Rocky.
You've ridden a donkey to the Grand National. You're fucking delighted with yourself.
You've ridden
Come
a
on.
donkey to the Grand National. That's
Yeah.
a perfect analogy.
Yes.
You're literally crippled with this fucking Egypt who's
Yes.
got 2 left feet and you have to teach them to do a rumba in a week.
That's right, sir. He was dragging O'Kane around by the heel for.
Dragging me. I mean, there was
10
one week
weeks.
he literally threw me around the floor. Didn't know what else to do with me. He
Yeah.
just fecked me around.
O'Kane was asleep. And she had taken a couple of antihistamines. She was snoring,
Yeah.
and he rapping around,
Oh, yeah.
winning
me.
with her.
Threw me around.
But
yeah.
this lad then is like, oh, they shouldn't celebrate. Why not? Life is hard. How many wins do you
Oh,
get
no,
in
you
your
have
life?
to celebrate
Of course
a
you
win.
fucking celebrate, you mad Egypt, you. What in God's name? This is the mentality is just
So
insane.
you're thinking, well, you're a dancer. You should, that's like saying, let's not celebrate the golfers. You're a golfer.
Yeah,
Right.
Rory McIlroy, what are you celebrating for? You're a golfer.
But in
You're men.
a pro-am golf tournament where it's like Roy McIlroy and some fucking celebrity playing golf.
Yeah.
If the celebrity won, I think it's more on the celebrity to fucking woohoo.
But you'd go
Then Roy
woohoo as
McIlroy,
well.
You'd be like, nice one to the non-golfer. That's what I would
Yeah,
think.
slightly different because he's not teaching the golfer how to play golf.
No.
Like he's not like there's
He's-
not a lot to it.
He's taught them how
Hit
to do
that.
it. They have learned the dances together. It's a team fucking thing. You crazy bastard. You miserable fucker. Let people be happy. What is wrong with you? It's not
Now,
mad.
can we get back to the night we went to Riverdance, which I have absolutely no memory of?
This is mad because this is the first time we met, Dee, and I left such little impression on you. And I
wouldn't be like
which
Mike.
would
Mike
not be
normally-
like you, Mike. You're not forgettable.
I know.
I'll give you that.
I thought we had good cracks, or she doesn't remember anything. Kane went
come on,
in
now,
one ear out the other.
Now remind me, though.
And McGregor's sister was there, fucking trampling about. Yeah.
This sounds like a fever dream.
No, did I dream
Okay,
this?
so anyway, we went to see
No,
Riverdance.
anyway,
and
but
what
then
happened?
and then afterwards we went to see it. But I remember, and then we were at the bar, and you were on fire because you were just there, and you were just, it's great. You're like the dancing, but there's no fucking story. So what the hell is happening?
Oh!
And I remember you were going on a rant. You were like, sure, nothing fucking the moon, the sky, but there's no fucking story.
Oh my God,
Stupid.
Mike, that is so funny. That's come back to me now.
Now
Yeah.
you're remembering.
Yeah, that's come back
For
now.
fuck's
That's come back.
sake.
It's about
And
you.
it's true though. You do the Riverdance. Fair enough. The dancing, I love the dancing.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing when they get to the chorus and they're all in sync.
Yeah.
Magnificent, right? But the story.
Yeah.
Now we've had 2
What
hours of a night.
happens?
And then the moon shone down, the trees swayed in the breeze. And you're thinking, and fucking nothing. Did Nuala get together with Seamus? What happened? No, nothing happened. The wind and Cuchulainn leapt over the rock. And what happened then? Nothing. It got dark. And then the seasons changed and the hay was blown in the wind. And what happened then? Nothing. Nothing happens. So they're throwing a dance. Get out there, quick!
It's Beckett.
Put your hands down by your sides.
It's
and
Beckett with
fucking dance
dancing.
for your life because there's no story.
It's Beckett with dancing.
That's why they're so good at the dancing. There's no story.
There's
So
no
they're
story.
covering
You
like
need to be
fuck.
good.
Yeah.
You need
Hicking
it.
like mad.
Yeah.
And trying to entertain the people.
So,
It's waiting for Godot with
It's
dancing in it.
fucking waiting for Gato.
yeah.
With a river and a dance. They even named it.
Yeah, that's it. There'll be a river and there'll
There'll
be
be a
people
river
dancing.
and there'll be dancing.
And
And,
what-
the moon.
And that'll be it. The moon will be up
There's a
there.
good bit about the moon.
The
And the
moon.
voice. And then there'll be a young one going, hear my heart, my heart,
Yeah.
And there'll be a bit about the wind.
Yeah.
So I think they've all the elements. The wind, the water, the rain, the moon.
The moon.
Is there any fire now?
The
But they
sky,
don't-
the ground,
The sky and the
earth,
ground.
the earth.
But nothing comes to get nothing.
No.
They don't all come together. Nothing happens.
No.
Yeah,
No.
so that was it. I remember that. I had a little rant going,
Because-
what's happening? Because I was thinking, the VO is lovely.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that fabulous Irish actor, whose name escapes me, he does the voiceover and has the tones.
Barry Gilgan.
Will you stop?
I wouldn't.
There goes that dream.
moon.
There goes that dream. In fairness, that'd be more appropriate.
moon and the stars and the river dance.
Don't suppose you think about going out with a fella like me, would you? Oh well, there goes that dream.
But so I remember coming out. This was, I don't know if it was 2018 or 2019, but sure, I was fairly new in comedy, so it was my first time meeting Deirdre, and sure, I was like very excited now.
This is
to meet
gas.
to meet O'Kane, and so I was there with Johnny, and Johnny like, come along, you can come with me today. That's how Johnny talks. You can come with me now. You come with me now to that. We'll meet Deirdre. Deirdre, we'd like to meet you. And I was like, all right, sure. Sure, it was like just meeting a young lad comic, and I was like, I do comedy as well, and Deirdre's like, I was just shut up and listen. I want
No,
to.
I wasn't. I presume was I very encouraging? And all?
No, you were sound. You were sound,
Yeah,
of course you were.
thanks. Take that clear.
But we came out and it was the 25th anniversary of Riverdance, and everyone was like, oh, that was just brilliant. And wasn't it moving? They're moving around. And Deirdre just kind of sitting there chewing on a wasp in the corner. She's like, there was no fucking story, was there? Nothing happened, did it? And they're like, Deirdre, it's the 25th anniversary. Yeah, but sure, you're just talking about the sky. But what happened?
25 years of fuck all.
As I said, the dancing is incredible.
gorgeous.
Just, would you get a writer, lads? Hire a writer.
Yeah.
Put a bit of story in there.
Put a few
Yeah.
of the dots. Join a few of the dots.
Yeah.
Put in a little story. And
Yeah, just hit the beats or
let
something.
the fucking thing
And
really
beats something.
explode then.
Yeah.
Like, but
But sure,
there's
it's
just-
kind of one of those things. if you've got away with it for 25 years.
Yeah, away with it. It's the biggest success we've ever made. So I don't think they need or care about my opinion. And I have just lost the presidency right now.
Or gained it, I think you might have won people over
I don't
that.
think so. I don't think so. But that's hilarious. I forgot we met that night. I thought the first time I met you was the night you came to the Sugar Club.
Yeah.
I was doing was it a TV show?
Oh, you were up on the stool doing this new TV show. But that would have been close. That would have been soon after that. But
it was actually a pilot.
Yeah,
it was actually a pilot for something. But I remember at the end, you know the way at the end of a telly you have a load of they come in and they say, okay, here's all the bits that we have to fix.
Pickups.
Thank you very much, Vittorio. Pickups. That shows you how fucking rusty again is.
Yeah.
Had to do the pickups, and I had to repeat a pickup half a dozen times. But I remember you, because you lost your shit laughing, and I was going,
pickups are the funniest thing in the world.
Who the fuck is your man there in row 5 who's lost his shit? And it was you.
Yes.
And it was only afterwards that I met you, but I always remember because nobody else was losing their shit. But I was kind of grateful when somebody's laughing. Somebody's getting that this is
pickups
a fucking... somebody who's getting that this is a fucking nightmare for me. Because I was trying to entertain the crowd while I was doing the pickup. Keep it all going.
I went to see a recording of Live at the Apollo once, and Adam Rowe was on at the end, and I didn't know he was going to be on, so I sort of like lost my mind that like I was just there because somebody was like, oh, I have a ticket, and I was like, yeah, I'll go watch. Then he shows up at the end, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, it's fucking lost my mind. And then he does his whole set, and he has a bit about GP's receptionists, and he says he was phoning up the GP, and she answers the phone and goes, hello, it's Johnny from Holmesmith Medical Centre. And then one of the producers runs around to Adam's mate while he's on stage and goes, is Janet a real person? And Carl goes, yeah. And they go, right. And then they run back, and then Adam goes off stage at the end of his set, class, absolutely nailed it, smashed it, delighted. And Jen Brister comes on, she was toasting, and she goes, right, we need a few minutes. She was toasting. And we had to, it's been a long month. And,
I know.
And Jen goes, we just need a few minutes here, just Adam has a couple of pickups to do. And then they'd like grabbed Adam just as he's come off stage, and they've gone, is Janet a real person? He was like, her name's not Janet, but she does work at Hornsmith Medical Centre or whatever, Hornswick or whatever.
Surely.
And they went, can you just go back on and say...
you see, this is the health and safety bastards.
Can you just go back on and say it's Janet from the medical centre? So, but in the routine he says, because she answers the phone a bunch of times in the routine. So she says, hello, it's Janet from Holmesmith Medical Centre. So he has to go back on and in all different parts of the stage say, hello, it's Janet from the medical centre.
Oh my God.
And he honestly did it 25 times. And I've never laughed as much.
You've never laughed as much.
It was like a Shirley routine.
Well, it was
unbelievable.
That was him. I had 6
unbelievable.
to 10 pickups to do up the one bit,
Yeah.
and you lost it.
Well, that was so. And I think that was the first TV recording thing I was at, so it was very exciting for me.
So that must have been pre the Riverdance night.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't, because this was just...
I didn't know you, Mike. I definitely didn't.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't know me.
Who's losing his shit in row 5?
No, but you didn't know me anyway, because I don't think... We had met briefly at the Riverdance thing, but sure, you were too busy, talking shite about Riverdance. You were too busy.
About the narrative. Give a narrative about the
You were
narrative.
too busy.
It's about the dancing, Deirdre.
Yeah.
No one
you were
cares
too
about the
busy
narrative.
trampling on the 25-year legacy of one of Ireland's greatest ever shows.
Will you shut up? Let it go, Mike. Stop fucking burying me.
But anyway, I remember being at that taping, and I was like, and I thought, Christ, Deirdre is some fucking pro, because I'd never seen a TV taping before, and you were picking it up again and again, and you were sitting there, and I think you had one of those, you might have had one of those little Britney mics on, or one of those jokes, and you were sitting on the stool, and you were like, right, we'll do it again, and you were just nailing it again and again, and they were... But then you'd have to do a different thing. And I'd say, jeez, okay, some powerful woman, by God. And then I was just laughing at the fact they'd make you do it, because you could see you would be throwing your eyes up to heaven. Right? Again. You know what I mean? And I was like, this woman should be president of Ireland. I whispered to the people beside me. And but this was just after you had come back, because you hadn't done stand-up, or like you hadn't been around the stand-up world for how long? Like a while.
10 years.
10 fucking years.
10 years off.
She did a Chappelle.
Yeah.
She did.
She went to Africa.
Yeah.
She went to Africa.
I went to Dublin.
Find your roots.
I had been in London. No, I was in London for 10 and I stopped doing it,
What was that about, Dee? Why did
I had a bit of a love-hate relationship with it. I just kind of went, fucking, this this is just, it's very, very hard. And I don't know whether that's because I was the only woman around for a long time, and it's that's not the reason. I've loads of male comics who are my mates that I love and adore and always have, but I would often go into clubs and be on the back foot for a long time and be the
Of course,
and on top of that, also the audiences, they just didn't fucking want to see a woman. They just didn't. There would be a groan.
Yeah.
There'd be an audible groan.
It's best break time. Then they're just
so it was rough. It was much rougher than it is now.
Yeah.
In my opinion, and I did it.
But what was your? Because people
but I
always
wanted
say
to be an actress anyway. I was an actress for 10 years before I did stand up.
Yeah, because that thing people say is like, if you can't see it, you can't be it. So what was your ictus of like? I'm going to go do stand up. Like, what did you?
Exactly.
What made that happen?
I finally saw a woman on stage. That was exactly what happened. I went to Kilkenny to the Cat Laughs, and I saw it was the first Cat Laughs ever, and I went down and I had an access all areas pass because I went down. I got it because Steve was directing. He was making a program.
Your
about
husband,
he was making a program about it, and I was like giving out that I wasn't getting hired. You know, actors. Why is nobody hiring me? And he was like, "Well, why don't you come down to this thing and you can help fucking make tea and just make yourself useful?" So I got an access all areas pass, and the first time in my life I watched live stand up.
Wow.
Never seen it before.
Who was on that
first? I just had a fucking moment of, what is happening here? I was just like mind blown. I'd done 10 years of theatre, and which is very, what's the word? You know, it's rigid, it's rehearsed. There'll be nobody heckling, there'll be nobody having a drink, there'll be nobody walking out. It's you know, stand-up is anarchy. Stand-up is anarchy compared to theatre. Right? Like back in the day, theatre was like that. People could fucking throw things at you.
Yeah, but stand-up is the
and
only...
rightly so. If
stand-up's the only proper high-wire act of like, this can go wrong. Theatre can't go wrong anymore. Stand-up can go really wrong.
It's just bad. And if you want to leave at the interval, you can feck off. That's as bad as it gets if you're in a bad theatre show. But if you're bad as a stand-up, you will die.
Yeah.
You will die in your arse. And I love that.
There's a violence to it.
I love the risk.
That's a fucking level playing ground. It's on you. Get the fuck out, tell your jokes, and if they're not good, you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
But anyway, that
so
was the
who'd
first
you say?
I can't remember the two female comics. They're both American.
Wow.
But I was like, Jesus Christ, here's a woman on the stage. But there was another comic called Anthony Clark, an American comic, and I loved his set. So I went back to see him again. And
Boston guy, I think.
Yeah, from Boston.
Yeah.
He was in a sitcom, Boston something.
Yeah.
That was good, wasn't it?
Boston
Actually, now that you say Boston, he was in a thing called Boston something. Anyway, it was a brilliant set. I went back to watch it a second time, and he did the same set verbatim. And I was amazed by this. I was like, "Oh God, this isn't a stream of consciousness."
Yeah,
a little rookie.
We all believe
little
it.
Rookie
We all
greenhead.
believe it at the
I didn't
start.
understand.
Yeah.
I saw when I was the first time I saw it, I went to the International. I saw a fella, Colin Turrell, who's in America now. He's in New York, and I went to see him, and he did a set and he killed. I was like, that's amazing. Then I went to see. I was at the Battle of the Axe in Halfpenny Bridge Inn a week later, and I was in again. And I did the same set, and I was like, what in God's name? I nearly wanted to stand up and say, no, lads, I've seen him do this shit before. I was disgusted. I couldn't believe it. I said, this is fucking bullshit.
This is
now.
a racket.
This is a racket.
So I went to see him a third time.
Yeah.
And it's the same set. And that was it. The penny dropped. And I thought, but sure, I do this already.
You can figure that out.
I'm an actor. Like, I go on stage. It's just that it's written. Somebody else writes it. So I just thought, I just have to write it myself, obviously. But I just have to learn it like a monologue and go on. And I went back to Cat Laughs the following year as a comic.
Whoa.
I literally started writing jokes in the car on the way home.
And did you do gigs in between?
I did my first gig, so Cat Laughs was like June, and I did my first stand-up, my first like 10 minutes, which was televised. First, I'm the only comic I know who ever had their first gig televised. How stupid was that? How stupid was that?
What?
That's fucking mad.
There was a documentary being made, and it was a program about somebody who was making a living as a comic and somebody who was about to start out in their career. Now, I was very novel because I was a girl, so there were no others.
And a good-looking girl, Deirdre.
Oh, thanks very much.
Turtle?
Girdle, yeah.
So anyway, that was obviously interesting at the
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
It's not interesting now. No one gives
Too
a
fucking
flying
many of them.
Fuck. Loads of them now. I think I had it to myself for ages and didn't even appreciate it. Raging. I'm fucking raging. I get everything ourselves. I can't get it right. I fucking can't get it right. Anyway, they basically rang me and said, we're making this documentary, and like they were going to pay me. So you know that when you're young and you've no money, you're
And
like,
how to work actor.
I'll take the fucking
Money
I'll
to
take
be
the
on
money.
TV? Yes,
Exactly. I'll take
please.
the money. And it was like, okay, so we're going to follow. It was Eddie Bannon was the comic, and he had booked the open spot for me. You always remember the person who booked your first spot.
Yeah.
Do you? Do either of you
Mine,
remember?
was, mine,
I do,
was,
yeah.
mine was me.
Tony Fern.
Yours was you, yeah.
I put
Did
on-
you have somebody
I
book
put
yours?
on my
I
own
didn't have
gig.
it. I messaged the guy Tony Ferns to do the Battle of the Axe in
Yeah,
in
but
June.
no, because normally, well, a lot of the time, what happens is somebody says to you, "I think I'd like to give that a go." They say it to a comic, and they say, "I'll book a spot for you.
Yeah.
I'll book a spot for you here." Anyway, Eddie Bannon did that for me, and this Beckett program, they rang him, and they were going to follow him as a fellow who was making money, making a living, and me as Mrs. Rookie comedian, and they feckin' filmed my first gig. Imagine, and I thought I was going to have a heart attack that night. I
Oh
thought
my
my
God.
heart was beating so
I'm sure.
loudly, and it was so fast that I thought, "Oh, that's not normal. I'm going to pass out. I'm going to fucking die."
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't die. And
10 minutes
still
as well,
here.
not even 5. Like
It
10.
might have been 8
Yeah.
for the sake of the
And
story.
it went all right,
Yeah.
the set.
No, it went very well. It was a total out of body experience, but
Yeah.
they laughed.
Yeah.
They laughed.
Thank fuck.
Yeah, thank fuck.
And had you
But sure,
ran,
for the first 2 years, I wanted to give it up. I would have migraine headaches all day with the stress of
panic
getting
and,
up
yeah.
and going, "Oh my God, I want to get out of this. This is awful."
Because a lot of
But I was
actors-
doing well, and I couldn't believe what they were paying me. I was really shocked because as an actor,
Yeah.
the wages for theatre are so bad.
Yeah.
Like it's
Shocking.
really, really shocking.
Yeah.
Really shocking. So when I was getting the guts of this for like 20 minutes, somebody's going to hand me 100 quid or 200 quid for 20 minutes. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it. That was the reason I kept going. That was the reason I kept going because I was like, okay, well, I'm not dying.
And
I
then-
wasn't going, oh God. So I never had. I still wanted to be an actor. I just used this as a filler.
yeah.
And then it took off.
And then when you got to the point, because
It's
obviously,
like Billy Connolly wanting to be a singer.
Yeah.
You just want
Yeah.
to play the banjo.
Yeah.
but so then when it takes off, and then at what point then are you saying? And I know you said you just kind of you were at a stage where you're like, fuck this shite now. But like, what point was it then that you were like, because you were touring and you were,
I wasn't really, Mike.
No.
I wasn't really touring. I was kind of doing all the clubs and I was doing very well.
yeah,
And I had done like maybe a tour. I don't think I understood the business.
And
Yeah.
you done
It
the
wasn't a
fringe at
business
that
like
point?
it is
You done
now.
all that?
I'd
Or
done
you
the
hadn't?
fringe. Had I do a solo show? I think I'd done like one solo show. No, Jesus, I did a stupid thing. Oh my God. The innocence and the thickness of me. Like, I did a solo show and 10 minutes later, I did a double act show. A 15-minute turnaround, and I did 2 shows in the 1 month.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I just didn't understand. I didn't know what Edinburgh was. Nobody told me. No one explained. I came over like a big green, thick Egypt, and I did a solo show, changed fucking costume, and went on stage and did a double act for another hour.
who are you doing the double act with?
Tara Flynn.
Okay.
And it was called "'Tis Pity She's Anonymous." Fucking shocking title. Nobody understood it. Nobody cared. Nobody reviewed it. Nobody. To this day, the only person, PJ Gallagher, said to me, that was one of the best shows I ever saw. I thought it was fucking amazing. And it was a cracking show. PJ is the only person
just
I
didn't know
know
where you were at.
who said, "Oh my God, that show." He said, "I still think about it." I said, "Well, you are the only one, PJ. It is just you."
So Dee, what made you come back to it then? When you came back after 10 years?
I was broke. I was very broke. I'll tell you why I came back though as well. It was broke, but it was also organic. I'd had 2 children and I was so shocked. I was so shocked by the work that is involved in being a parent. I couldn't believe the hours. I couldn't believe the dinners. I was like, food again. You're needing food again. Oh. I I was fucking blind with tiredness and demand. My head was literally going, what do we have for the dinner? I've did a bit. Do you know this bit that I do where you literally go, this was the inside of my head when I was parenting. I go, what do we have for the breakfast? The mid-morning snack, the lunch, the afternoon snack, the dinner, the hot chocolate, the breakfast, the water bottles, the lunch, the dinner. Oh Jesus, we're back at the dinner again. Right, what do we have? There's chicken in the fridge. I'm sure that'll be grand. Oh no, I think that might be 2 days there. I'll have to throw it out. Oh God, no, that might poison everybody. Ah no, I'm sure it'll be grand. Ah no, sure, that's only for the insurance. Ah no, I'll have to throw it in the bin. Okay, maybe we'll have to have pasta again. Oh Jesus, how will I get some protein into Daniel? His brain will never develop. Oh, there must be protein in cheese. Or maybe I could use up those bananas that are turning black. Note to self, Deirdre, stop buying bananas and waiting for them to turn black. I'll have to make this and that was
for 10 years.
Genuinely the inside of my head when I had small children, and I thought, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind.
You just need it out of the house.
It is the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Rewarding, full of love, yeah. Hard.
But you're done. You're done.
Anyway,
now.
I just wanted to say it. I had something to say. I was like, nobody's talking about this.
Yeah.
I said, no one's ranting and raving about this. So that bit about the inside of the head kind of came to me, and I had to get it out, and that's how I went back.
Yeah. And you've been fucking flying it. Sold out to Palladium. A couple of nights in the Palladium?
No, one.
One night.
Do you see? It doesn't matter how well you do.
I know, yeah.
You fill the
I fucked
Palladium,
you there.
and somebody
I
can
fucked
say a couple of nights in the Palladium, and I have to go, no.
And now you feel like you should have done.
Just the one.
And now you feel like you should have done.
And you have 2 Oscars, Deirdre. No, I've just the one. Just the one. See, it's never enough. It's fucking never enough.
I somehow made you feel like a fucking dickhead for doing the London Palladium.
Yeah,
somehow
you're fucking tosser.
A very Irish thing to do.
And you did the one night.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
I did. It is funny because people do that to you. Like, you know, I'm doing Vicar Street on my next door, and then people are like, and you're doing a few nights in Vicar now, and I'm like, no, it's just the one. They're like, oh, and you're like, how have you made me feel?
Achieving
like,
your dream.
I've achieved my
They
dream,
don't.
and now you made me feel like a complete fucking
prick.
failure.
Yeah, they're bastards. They don't.
And I just did it to you. I'm sorry.
They don't understand. People don't understand. I've had that all the time. And I'll come in to see you in the Olympia. How many nights will you be in there?
Yeah.
I'll be in one night. Now, can I just say, I have my 9th night in the Olympia on the 28th.
Go on, okay.
On the 28th of September. That's better, isn't it?
No, that's good. You're not broke anymore, I tell you that.
I didn't take any fucking shortcuts, did I?
Yeah. But are you now? And this very quick, because I know we've gone a bit over in this first hour. But are you now because you're not broke anymore, and you came back, and it's gone better than it was?
Mike.
And it was no, you're fucking not, Deirdre. I know you're
I'm
not.
broke.
I know how much the Olympia is paying, Deirdre.
I'm not broke, but I can't stop.
I know.
I have to keep going.
You don't have retirement.
I've none of that. Like, I have to keep going.
Dino,
I'd be telling jokes like fall into the grave.
Dino, I know the deal on the Olympia. So 9 Olympias, I know what that is. So don't be giving me. So don't be fucking poor mouthing me, okay?
I'm not poor mouthing. It was a good year.
Yeah,
it was a good year. Do you see what I'm saying? I haven't had 20 good years like my colleagues.
Right.
The likes, all the people who started with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all rich.
Right.
Okay.
Jason Byrne's a millionaire.
O'Kane had a good year.
Yeah.
Well done, love. Fuck me. Even the accountant said at one stage, and you gave up the stand-up. Why? Like, you just couldn't fathom it.
Right.
Anyway, I'm back and I'm not going away.
You're back in business.
I'm back and I'm not going away yet.
Check out, follow Deirdre if you're not following her already. Massive profile online.
Podcast as well. Listen to Deirdre's podcast.
Keep it tight.
Keep it tight.
With
So
Emma Dorn.
fucking funny. Yeah, one of the best. An honour for you to do it, Dee. Thanks for coming on. And
my favourites. My
Patreon,
favourite
we're doing
boys.
another hour on Patreon. Patreon.com/parenting.
yes.
Get involved. Mike's going on tour. I'm going on tour. Get tickets for all that shit.
We'll be chatting lots of inside Edinburgh gossip and sexually explicit scandals on the Patreon.
Straight down the line there.
Yeah.
Can I go straight down the lens
Yeah.
there?
Straight down the lens.
The Millennium Forum and Derry.
The Millennium
Falcon.
Falcon.
Straight down the lens for that one.
Yeah.
If she had the date, it'd be great. It's September. It's September. And so
Go
is the Olympia. My 9th Olympia, that's on the 28th. There's a few tickets left.
8 p.m. in September. Go see Deirdre.
Now do you know why I didn't make it the same as the rest of them? All over the fucking shop.
Right, lads, we'll see you on the Patreon.
Goodbye.
Bye, 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 bye.